They sold us a beautiful lie. They called it freedom. 61% of people feel lonely. Women are less happy than 50 years ago. And somehow, we call this progress. Stay with me for 15 minutes. This might change everything. And if it does, you know what to do. Subscribe, share, like, let's begin. A woman was asked, "Are you happy?" She paused for a moment, looked away, then shrugged and said, "I'm free." But wait a second. Was that really the answer to the question? They asked if she was happy, and she said she was free. As if freedom was a guarantee of happiness. As if being free automatically meant being happy. The same question was asked to a man, "Are you okay?" He thought about it too, but he didn't show it. He hardened his face and said, "I'm strong." The same thing again. They asked if he was okay, and he said he was strong. As if being strong was a guarantee of being okay. As if someone who appears strong couldn't be falling apart inside. The modern world taught us certain words: freedom, independence, strength, career, success, being self-sufficient, standing on your own 2 feet. Beautiful words. They sound nice. They look great in motivational speeches. They appear so stylish in Instagram bios. But what's behind these words? What do the people who say these words feel when they go to bed at night? Who greets them when they come home in the evening? Who holds their hand when they're sick? Today, I want to have a conversation with you. Not to judge you. Not to impose anything on you. Not to point fingers and say, live this way, live that way. Just as a friend, sincerely, I want to ask you this. Is this freedom story they sold us really freedom? Or is it a different kind of cage? Something that looks more stylish than the old one, but is still a cage? Maybe the answer is yes. It really is freedom. Maybe the answer is no. It's an illusion. Maybe it's a bit of both. I'm not going to tell you what to think. I'm just going to show you some data, ask some questions, and then you'll make your own decision. Because isn't that what real freedom is? Making decisions with knowledge, with awareness, with your own mind. If you're ready, let's begin. Section 2, beginning. What did the modern world sell? In the last 50 years, the world has changed at an incredible pace. Technology changed. The economy changed. Social structures changed. But one of the things that changed the most was the stories told to people. In the 1970s, a woman's life roughly looked like this. Finish school, get married, have children, take care of the house, support your husband, raise your children, grow old, love your grandchildren. There weren't many other options. The doors were closed to women who wanted to have careers. Economic independence was almost impossible. Divorce was like social suicide. Was this fair? Absolutely not. Women needed more options, more freedom, more opportunities. And over time, those options came. The doors of education opened. University admissions for women increased. Career ladders began opening up to women as well. Economic independence became possible. A woman could now earn her living without getting married. She could stand on her own 2 feet. This was a very good development. We all agree on this. But the story doesn't end here, because something else happened. While options were increasing, a certain guidance also began. Marketing stepped in. Media stepped in. Advertisements stepped in. And the most powerful of all, social media stepped in, and the messages started to change. The old message was, get married, you have no other choice. The new message became, don't get married, that's old-fashioned thinking. Build your career first. Find yourself first. Travel the world first. Live your life. You don't need anyone. A strong woman walks alone. Marriage is a trap. Children are a burden. Don't trust men. First you, then you, always you. Now wait a second. There's a big difference between offering a choice and giving direction. Offering a choice is, if you want, build a career. If you want, start a family. If you want, do both. It's your decision. It's your life. Giving direction is, smart women build careers. Those who start families fall behind. Those who get married fall into a trap. Those who have children end their lives. The second one is not a choice. The second one is pressure, just in a different direction. In the past, pressure came from outside, from your family, from society, from traditions. Now, pressure comes from inside, from your phone, from social media, from algorithms, from advertisements. And the most dangerous part is this. This pressure is disguised as freedom. When they say be free, they actually mean fit into this mold. When they say you don't need anyone, they actually mean stay alone. When they say be strong, they actually mean stay in your defense, don't trust anyone. Is leaving one cage and entering another really freedom? If the new cage looks more colorful, more modern, more Instagram-worthy, does that stop it from being a cage? And this wasn't only done to women. The same thing was done to men. Men were given these messages. Be strong, never cry, don't show your emotions. Weakness is a luxury, you can't afford to show it. Don't trust anyone, succeed alone. Don't ask for help, do everything yourself. And men became lonely too. In the end, everyone appeared strong. Everyone appeared free. Everyone said, I'm fine, nothing's wrong with me. But at night in bed, in the darkness, when no one was watching, what did they feel? Let's look at the data. Now I'm going to show you some numbers. These are not my opinions. These are studies conducted worldwide. Research done by universities, institutes, government agencies. Whether you like it or not, whether it pleases you or not, these are the facts. I'm just passing them on. First, Harvard University's 85-year study. This study started in 1938. It has been going on for 85 years. They followed thousands of people from infancy to death. This is the longest-running happiness study in world history. And what was the result? The director of the study, Robert Waldinger, says, what keeps people happy and healthy is not career, not money, not fame. It's quality relationships. That means connection. That means love. That means loving someone and being loved. The data shows that 43% of married people describe themselves as very happy. Only 24% of never married people say the same thing. Does this mean marriage is a magic formula? No, not every marriage is happy, we know that. But this data tells us this: connection matters. A deep, reliable, long-term relationship matters. Second, the paradox of declining female happiness. This is a very interesting study. It was conducted by Betsy Stevenson and Justin Wolfers from the University of Pennsylvania. Published in 2009. The name of the study, The Paradox of Declining Female Happiness. What did they find? Since the 1970s, women's freedoms have increased, education increased, career opportunities increased, economic independence increased, legal rights increased. In every way, women became freer. But during the same period, women's happiness levels declined. They declined compared to men. They declined compared to their own past. Women in the 1970s said they were happier than women today. How can this be? There are more options. There is more freedom, but there is less happiness. Researchers offer several possible explanations. First, more options, more expectations, more disappointment. The feeling of not being able to fully do anything while thinking you can do everything. Second, the double shift. Work at the office, come home and work again. Housework, childcare, career, the pressure of managing all of them at the same time. Third, social comparison. Everyone looks happy on Instagram. Everyone's life looks perfect, and you constantly compare yourself to them. Fourth, isolation. Bonds are weakening. Family is weakening. Friendships remain superficial, and people end up alone. Third point, biological realities and late motherhood. The American Society for Reproductive Medicine says this: female fertility begins to slowly decline after age 20. After age 35, this decline accelerates. After age 40, the chance of getting pregnant naturally becomes very low. This is biology. This is not women's fault. This is the reality of nature. But what does marketing say? What does social media say? Don't rush. Find yourself first. Build your career first. You can become a mother at 40. Science has advanced so much. There's IVF. There's egg freezing. These are technically true, but statistically misleading, because the success rate of these methods also decreases with age. And when a woman wants to have a child at 40, sometimes she painfully learns that it's too late. I'm not saying this to blame women. I'm saying this to question those who hide information. Why is a 20-year-old woman told, "Don't rush"? Why are biological facts labeled as backward? Why isn't a woman told that her 30s are her most fertile years? Choices are made with information. If you hide or distort information, that choice is not free. It's manipulation. Fourth, the loneliness epidemic. The Cigna Company publishes a loneliness index in America every year. According to 2020 data, 61% of Americans feel lonely. 61%? More than half. And do you know which generation is the loneliest? Gen Z, the youngest generation, the most connected generation, the most social media using generation, the generation with the most friends, is also the loneliest generation. A study conducted in the UK shows that 35% of women aged 18 to 24 feel often or always lonely. This rate is 24% for men. Young women feel lonelier than young men. This is interesting, because the most active on social media, those with the most followers, those who get the most likes, are also young women. There is visibility, there are likes, there are comments, but there is no connection. No real, deep, reliable connection. Fifth, marriage age and number of children. According to Eurostat data, in 1980, the average age of first marriage in Europe was 23. In 2020, it became 31. In 1970, the average number of children per woman in Europe was 2.4. In 2020, it became 1.5. Marriage is being delayed. The number of children is declining. The number of people living alone is increasing. In Sweden, 51% of households are single person. More than half live alone. In Germany, 42%. In Japan, 35%. In Japan, there's even a special word for people who die alone, kodokushi. More than 30,000 people die alone in their homes every year, and sometimes they are not found for weeks, even months. A system that normalizes this tragedy has made a big mistake somewhere. These are the facts. I didn't make them up. You can search on Google. You can read the articles. You can check the sources. Now let's get to the real question. Is what they sold us as freedom really freedom? Or is it just a fancy name for a path leading to loneliness? Think about the word freedom. Roll it around on your tongue. Freedom. What does freedom mean? The dictionary definition is simple. Being able to make your own choices. Being free from others' impositions. Acting with your own will. A beautiful definition. But is it enough? Because there is a deeper question. What do we base our choices on? If we make our choices entirely from within ourselves, from our own values, from our own thoughts, that is freedom. But if we make our choices based on messages pumped at us from outside, on advertisements, on social media trends, on algorithms, is that really freedom? Think of a woman, 20 years old, studying at university. She logs into Instagram every day. What does she see? Photos of traveling women, happy, free women traveling alone all over the world. In Bali, Paris, Tokyo, photos of career women, women who became CEOs, giving presentations in meetings, strong, independent women. Photos of party women, women having fun in nightclubs, living their lives, not answering to anyone. Does she see married women? Does she see mothers? Does she see family photos? Very rarely. And when she does, how are they presented? Tired mom memes. My life ended because of children jokes. Woman under her husband's command cliches. Sacrificed herself for children images. Whatever marketing highlights becomes normal. Whatever it pushes to the background becomes old-fashioned. And that 20-year-old woman makes her choice based on these images. But is this choice free? Or is she choosing from the menu shown to her? Think of a restaurant. There are only 3 dishes on the menu. You choose one of these 3 dishes. Are you free? Technically, yes, you made a choice. But who prepared the menu? Who put those dishes there? And who told you about the hundreds of dishes not on the menu? This is exactly what social media is. A menu. Algorithms decide what to show you, and you make your choice based on what you're shown. Is this freedom? Let's also look at this. There is a very important difference between freedom and disconnection. Freedom is, I decide who to love, who to build my life with, not by imposition, but by my own will. Disconnection is, I won't love anyone, I won't attach to anyone, I don't need anyone, I'm enough on my own. The first is a healthy stance, the second is a defense mechanism. Psychologist John Bowlby's attachment theory says, the human brain is programmed to attach. Attachment is not a weakness, it's a survival mechanism. Think about it. As a baby, you attach to your mother because you can't survive without her. As a child, you attach to your family because you need security. As an adult, you attach to a partner because humans are not complete alone. This is biology. This is evolution. This is human nature. Saying, I don't need anyone, is a war declared against nature. And you cannot win this war, because nature always wins. So why do so many people say, I don't need anyone? Why has this sentence become so popular? Because attachment is risky. The person you attach to can leave you. You can be disappointed. Your heart can be broken. You can lose control. Being alone seems safer. No one can leave you because there's no one. No one can disappoint you because you have no expectations from anyone. But what's safe is not always what's good. Think of a turtle. It's very safe inside its shell. Nothing can touch it. But if it doesn't come out of its shell, it can't go anywhere either. It can't find food, can't move, can't live. Humans are the same. You're safe behind your walls, but are you living? The thing they sold you as freedom, did it really make you free? Or did it make you lonelier? The answer is with you.